What is up, my friends? So I didn't want to talk about the post credits in my other video because that would be a very long video. So if you want to discuss post credits, we'll talk about them here. So that's why I always do it like that, because some people want to talk about the post credits, some people want to talk about the ending. If you want to talk about both, check out both. Go subscribe to my channel. Why aren't you subscribed? Let's get to 20,000 subscribers. So post credit scene. First one was with Monica. Now Monica, we saw like they were trying to get the townspeople and figure out what's gonna happen. Jimmy Woo was there. Darcy had left, and then somebody came and said, "Monica, you're needed at the theater." So she went, and let me tell you, when this was happening, I was like, Captain Marvel's gonna be there. I already know it. She's gonna say, "Help me." No, not the case. Turns out it's actually a scroll that was in disguise and basically tells Monica, a old friend of your mother sent me and we're gonna need your help. And they're basically like, yeah, they're in space, and we see Monica smile. Now this is going to pretty much, I think, open up the door for Captain Marvel 2, Secret Invasion, and I'm gonna talk more about those in depth in another video coming this weekend as well, due to Wandavision. But I thought that that was very interesting. I didn't expect there to be like something for Monica in the end credit scene when I first thought about this episode, because honestly, I expected her to be a little bit more in the episode. Nonetheless, I did enjoy seeing her powers a little bit, and I feel like they really want to showcase her when she's able to have her own thing. And this was more of a Wanda thing, so I'm okay with that as well. Seeing her pop up elsewhere in the MCU, which I think we're going to see a lot of her, which is awesome. But yeah, I think that this is definitely going to be Nick Fury, who is the one that's requesting for her. And I feel like we're about to get a lot more interesting things happening pretty soon. I'm pretty excited about Secret Invasion as well. So yeah, that was our first post-credit scene, and it was great. And I was like, okay, I see you. You try and keep it a little low, but we'll take it. We'll take it. But no, then they come out. No, there's another post-credit scene right after the last credits, and this one started off subtle. You could have even felt it was part of a movie already, just the way it looks that it was filmed. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to find out that this was actually a direct shot from Multiverse of Madness, because it honestly felt like it the way it looked. Strange's music as well playing, I feel, was a big thing about it as well. But basically, we see Wanda sort of in a retreat by herself, and she's just, having a good old time, taking some coffee, tea, whatever, enjoying the scenery, because the scenery is beautiful. I really thought it was like a commercial or something, I'm not gonna lie. And then out of nowhere, we start panning into the home, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna get it. Stephen fucking Strange is gonna be in that next room. Nah. Marvel said, shut the hell up. You can't wait for Spider-Man. This is gonna be Scarlet Witch's show, and yeah, it is. We see Scarlet Witch in the new costume, just sort of going all Stephen Strange on the book that we had seen Agatha have. And so we don't have any confirmation on the name of this book, although many are theorizing it as the Darkhold. And that was one of the reasons that people thought that Saton, Chaton, Couton, whatever you want to call him, as somebody said in the comments in my previous video, could have had a way into the MCU. Now, it could still be possible that that is, but that's the book that Agatha had in the season, and that's the one that we see at the end that Wanda has, and is sort of like learning, writing spells, whatever the hell she's doing, casting spells. And as she's doing this, she hears her kids cry out to her, and then it just pretty much ends like that. So what's going on? So I think this is pretty much setting up Multiverse of Madness. So I think they're still going with the kids going to, like, they're going to come to this reality at a point. I really do believe that. And I don't think that they completely disappeared in this finale. I think that they went somewhere else. And if you go back to the theories that I had, and many others did as well, that they actually came from shards of Mephisto, I think that possibility is still there. And I think that they are sort of with Mephisto at this point. Or if they don't want to do Mephisto, Nightmare. If they don't want to do Nightmare, Saton, Chaton, Couton, whatever. I think that this is what's happening here. And I think this is sort of a catalyst, like I said, that was going to happen. whether my theory was right or wrong about Mephisto showing up and taking the kids didn't happen, but the kids still left. They went somewhere. I don't think they completely disappeared because they were powerful beings, you know? So I don't think that they would completely disappear. I think that they went somewhere, and that's what's going on right here. I think that they're in another universe or whatever, and they're crying out for Wanda because they can sort of feel her right now as she's sort of in this trance mode or something like that. Kind of makes me think of like in Soul when they were like in a trance mode and they were able to go into like that other world of sorts. It sort of feels like that's what's going on here, and so I think that we're going to see something where she's going to try and rescue and find out what they are. So both of these credit scenes definitely set up these movies and these future of the MCU for the good. As I said, Monica is setting up Captain Marvel 2 as well as Secret Invasion, and I'm all here for that. I can't wait to see her in those films right there. I think that Nick Fury saw everything that happened or had some communication with somebody, and he's like, yeah, we need her right now. Whether she's going to be called Spectrum or Photon, still to be seen. I would go with Spectrum. And the final credit scene, of course, as I said, is setting up the Multiverse of Madness because you have her with the strange music, sort of, and the strange pose and all of that as well. And I think Doctor Strange either sent her here or he's somewhere here and we just didn't see him in this clip. And I think that they're sort of like trying to figure out what's going to happen next. Because as many pointed out, we don't hear about Scratchy like in this episode at all, which was as others say, Agatha's familiar, but I really think it's more than that because there was a lot of emphasis on this bunny. So I think that it could either be Nightmare, Mephisto, or Chaton, Couton, Saton, whatever. It could be him. And I think that that was the reason for the whole Agatha wanting the kids as well. I don't think it was mainly a thing about wanting to get Wanda's. Like, I do think that was Agatha's big thing. She wanted the chaos magic, and I think that we will be seeing Agatha return in Multiverse of Madness. There was no reason for that whole conversation of when I need you, I'm gonna come get you again. If we weren't gonna get something that Agatha had, like, there was something else in Agatha's plan that didn't go through, and I think that's gonna come up in Multiverse of Madness. So they're gonna have to talk to her and find out what it is and how they're going to stop it. So it's going to be interesting. I really dug the credit scene. I thought that it's the best shot scene in the whole series. I thought it was so cool. So let me know your thoughts below about that as well, and about Monica's post-credit scene. Are you excited or not? What do you think the future holds? And yeah, that's going to do it for me. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. Got a ton of other videos coming, theories, all of that about what's coming to the MCU now after WandaVision. So make sure you're subscribed, you give a like, comment, share, all that good stuff to know when that drops. We are on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Let's get to it. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you next time. Stay safe, stay positive.